Hi everyone, today I have a review of the new Lightyear Hyperspeed series Armadillo. So I guess this is a spaceship that is going to be in the new film, obviously. And it is part of the Hyperspeed line, which I have not reviewed yet. But in short, they're essentially just kind of tiny versions, like die-cast-ish models of the actual ships from the movie, with little figures to go along with them. And I guess I'll start with these figures, starting with Izzy Hawthorne Jr. or whatever. I'm gonna have to zoom in quite a bit here to get the detail. Um, but yeah, she does have a face. The head does not rotate; it is like transfixed onto the body. She does have a head, which is not the same with Buzz, which I'll show later. And she is articulated, so you can actually rotate her arms. And she kind of does, like, they all have to really be articulated in order to fit in the ships, and the legs bend. And it's not just like you can rotate them individually. There's a nice bit of printing on it. This isn't painted, as Mattel is like kind of obviously switching over to now printed stuff. So the detailing isn't quite as good as it would be if it were painted. But it still looks decent on Izzy, at least, since a lot of it is just kind of like flat colors. But looking at Buzz, on the other hand, I do kind of have an issue with these, at least with the Buzz figures. You'll notice that, I guess, to save cat money or whatever, they've actually not produced any with it's just like a painted dome. And so this is like a metallic coated light blue. So it looks kind of soulless, to be honest. And I really hope in the future they do end up releasing some like actual Buzz figures in this scale with faces, so possibly maybe like a flight suit one, or one with his helmet open. It might be in some of the new ones that are releasing, which I'm happy to know that there are new ones releasing. But the printing on this is a lot more noticeable. There's a lot more like fuzzy, incredibly fuzzy, hard to see detailing. It's still there, it's just a lot more splotchy. The arms, again, rotate. Legs do too. There's the back. It's kind of hard to, like, point out the printing things, but it's pretty freaking noticeable. And it's kind of an eyesore, to be honest. But yeah, there's Buzz. I'll put them down here. And now to take a look at the actual ship. This is the Armadillo. Let me move everyone out of the way. And that too. And so yeah, the wing flaps or whatever do pull outwards, as well as these bottom bits. There are legs. Again, I don't really know spaceship terms that well, but the landing gear does close down, so I guess you can move it around in flight mode. Again, it might not even be for flight. I haven't seen anything we've just seen the new trailer, which has literally just given us the first glimpse of any sort of plot from it. So yeah, the feet or the landing gear doesn't really stay. It doesn't really like stay in place that well. You can hear it click, but if you accidentally push it down too hard, then it can occasionally just push back in. But actually, opening this bit up here, you have a cockpit area in which you can fit two different figures. There's some like seating in there with some like printed like imprints or whatever, I guess. And so you can kind of fit them. The back doesn't really fit that well. The front does quite well, but the back is a lot more loose, and the figures kind of tend to slide around. This is how they have it in the like website images. So I just kind of place them in here. So Buzz is super loose in there. You can see Izzy kind of sits in there a lot better. So you just basically, you can close that back up, and it is transparent, obviously. Moving around the side, you have some nice printed decals as well as some stickers. And these are glow in the dark. However, I've not actually used them yet, but I'm assuming they probably work pretty well. Some more like printed decals and whatnot. On the back here is where stuff gets interesting. This little thing has an imprint here, and you can flip this out and down, and so you get to this turret or whatever, which shoots projectiles, and it does actually shoot them. It's just this like translucent yellow piece that fires nicely, and you do get 2 of them in here. But you can see there's a peg on the bottom of this, and essentially all you do is place it in here, like so. There we go. Kind of difficult, but there we go. And then you can just kind of have it stay there. Not really much else to say with this bit. It's just kind of, you know, I don't want to shoot enough. And okay, there you go. Yeah, it works just like that. And then this entire bit is hollow inside. I don't know how to tell, but these are where the landing gear pieces actually go, so I pushed them in by accident. Again, it's pretty easy to push them back in when you're, like, putting the turret missile launcher in it. But yeah, it is just hollow, and so you can basically just, you know, throw the stuff in. Close it up, and there you go. So that is it for this Armadillo space shuttle. It's pretty cool. It's one of the bigger things released for the Hyperspeed series, obviously, as it comes with 2 figures instead of just the single figures that it has been releasing. This is also, I believe, the only other human character that has been released in this scale so far, besides Buzz. I know there's a Zurg and then the Cyclops or whatever. I do not have Zurg yet. I have everything else, though. But yeah, I just kind of hope the Buzz figure... I really like this scale, to be honest. It seems like it's going to be pretty promising to, like, just at least see where they kind of take this whole scale, tiny Hyperspeed scale, in a new direction. I just really hope they actually release a Buzz with at least some sort of resemblance of a face, because this just kind of looks dead, dead inside compared to Izzy. Yeah, that's it. Like and subscribe if you want, and I'll see y'all later.